That's nice. How about this one? Look at this one. Look at the size of this brake. 2,200 bucks. Hello, ladies and germs. Welcome back to Car Sig. As always, I'm your lovely and talented host, Steven. Today on the program, I need to finalize my build table. I've started to cut some tubes for the Locost. I cannot tack anything together until I have something flat to put it on. I need something straight and level. Now, JT said he'd let me use his chassis table, but he's too busy working on customer cars or something, trying to make a living. I don't know what that is. I mean, I guess he's got to pay the bills or something. I don't know. So I got to either wait for that or come up with another solution. I don't want to spend too much money because I'm cheap. But I also want to get it as straight as possible, so I'm going to have to figure something out. There's a couple ways you can do it. Some people use a couple pieces of MDF with steel studs screwed and glued in between, and then they build a table or put it up on sawhorses or something, and you got to level it. That's one way of doing it. A piece of 3/4 inch MDF is $30, plus whatever you use to hold it up. You build a table or sawhorses. I'd like to have something like a sawhorse set up. That way, when I'm done welding the chassis together, I can pull it off and just set it on the sawhorses. That way I can get all up in between to do brackets and things like that. So that might be the way I go. I do want to go over to Acme Industrial today and check out some of their I-beams, their channel, stuff like that. It's a local company here in Sanford that has surplus equipment from, businesses going out of business and stuff like that. They have all kinds of stuff. My experience with them is, though, they're a little proud of the stuff they have. I don't know what they pay for it, but all this used equipment, sometimes you can get new cheaper. So I'm gonna swing by there, see what kind of structural steel they have, and see if it's worth maybe building an actual straight, strong steel chassis table. I'd like that. That'd be sweet, but I think it might be too expensive. So let's swing by there and check it out. Welcome to Acme Industrial, probably one of the coolest places in Sanford if you're into this kind of stuff. Casters, little mini arbor press. I don't know what the heck that is. All kinds of stuff. I don't know what is. I don't know what it is. Drill presses. I need one. These are like serious drill presses from like the 50s or something. This is only 400 bucks. Cool stuff. So I'm looking for metal. Ooh, mag press. Mag drill. I need one of these at work right now. How much is this? $7.50. Alright, so here's why I'm here. I'm looking for some C-channel or I-beams or something. Oop, I just sunk in some mud. You want to build a cannon? There you go. Start there. That's cool. That's cool stuff right there. Got aluminum over here. Of course, you can see this guy, this big moon man. You know you're here. Moon man. Where's the channel at? What are these things? Wow, look at that. Now that's some aluminum. Oh, granite. Look at the size of that thing. This is what I need right here. That might be too heavy. That might work. That might work. This piece looks pretty good right here. I would need like 2 8-foot sections of this. Wonder how much that would cost. I'll have to talk to somebody. Is this stainless? I think that's aluminum. 3151. That might be stainless. Cool shape. It's like oval. So they have the weight put on them. I wonder if I go ask. I bet you they have a price per pound for the type of metal and shape and stuff it is. So like, probably just sell by weight. I would need to get some angle to build the legs out of, and bolt it all or weld it all together. It'd be pretty sturdy. Alright, I just went inside and checked. I-beam, U-channel, structural beams, stuff like that, 72 cents a pound. So this piece doesn't have a weight on it, but let's say this one right here, it says 168 pounds. That's a little overkill, but let's just do some math here. Times 0.72, that'd be $120 for this guy right here. What about you can see that's not straight either, it's bowed. That wasn't very promising. 72 cents a pound times, shoot, it'd be a couple hundred pounds, so at least a couple $100 for just the metal, just a beam, and then I gotta get angle to build the legs out of it. I mean, it wouldn't be like, it'd be a pretty, you'd be able to make a pretty strong table without spending a lot of money, but I'm trying to do it as cheap as humanly possible right now, and a lot of people have really good luck with just some sawhorses and a freaking MDF. I might go something like that, like make some kind of adjustable sawhorse out of metal, or maybe use a wood sawhorse that I could shim or something that to put a piece of MDF on. I don't know. I don't want to spend a couple $100 trying to make it perfectly level. I was kind of hoping I could find something for 30, 40, 50, 60 bucks, but not today. Cool place though. Well, since that didn't work out, I'm gonna swing by Alro Steel on the way into the shop. I'll see what they have there. They have, it's new steel. They sell new stock, but they do have drop cuts, and maybe I can find something that is a cut off of a bigger piece, or something that's not terribly expensive.
What do we got here?
Alright, look at this. This is some 4-inch I-beam, 82 inches long, $60 each. It's about 7 feet. 7 feet, so I would need 2 of those. It'd be 120 bucks. See, it's already cheaper than that stuff at Acme, pretty much. I mean, it's smaller than that stuff, probably. I don't know anything crazy.
59 pounds.
59 pounds. That's not terrible. Straight. So those 2 U channels would be about 100 bucks, and then I'd have to figure out how to get them off the ground and level. I could probably use some of the 1-inch square that I have and get it a couple feet off the ground. It doesn't need to be super high, because I am going to have to climb up on it and lift an engine up and stuff like that. I have an idea. Boom! This is going to be my table. It's not the strongest racking, but the guy who gave it to me had an extra upright. So what I can do is take two uprights, just take this one section down, cut those in half. That'll give me 1, 2, 3, 4, about 3 feet high. And then I could take those other two and bolt them or weld them to the middle to support this thing nice and straight. Because these are a little weak. These things are a little weak, but I think I can make it work. Add a little bit of reinforcing here and there. Put on some leveling feet so I can level it at the bottom. And if it doesn't look like it'll work out to where it's just bare like that, I could add my MDF on top. So either A, it's totally free, or 2, it's about $30 just for the MDF. And whatever leveling feet cost, or maybe if I just use bolts and nuts or all thread or something. I think I can do this. All right, low cost to the max. All about that low cost build. I would love to be able to buy a $4,000 chassis table, but I'm not allowed to spend any money right now, so this will work. I think this will work. I hope this will work. You think this will work?
We all know quite a number of people who have everything that it would take to be happy, and they are not happy because they want something else or they want more of the same. And we all know people who have lots of misfortune and they are deeply happy. They radiate happiness. Why? Because they're grateful.
So I went back to Alro and got some steel because I need to reinforce this thing, and I don't want to use any of my tubing that I have because I might need it for the car. So I got some drop cuts. These were about $12 each, this angle. I think it's like quarter, I don't know what that is, quarter-inch angle, 2x2, something like that. And then these quarter-inch flat bar. These were only $6 each. I like that. Me gusta. 3/16. These are 3/16. Oh, by two. Cut these off. Put them here. It's 2, so I'll have 4 base supports there. And then I'll try and square it up as best I can. Asbestos. Let's get to work.
Gotta get my favorite tool.
Okay, this is where I'm at right now. it looks kind of like a table. Just kind of got some pieces tacked together here. These things aren't perfect. They don't touch right down there, but I'm gonna weld on plates on the bottom and have bolts run through so I can adjust the height. This table is not square. I'm having a hard time making it square, so I'm not going to be able to use this as a chassis table as it is. I'm going to have to put something on top. If I put MDF on top, I can make lines and measurements and make measure off the edge and stuff, because it's nice straight square edge, and make sure everything's square off my lines and measurements. I can measure off from the center line and it'll be the same no matter what. So that's kind of what the benefit of having the MDF is you can make marks and reference points to make your chassis as square as possible, because unless you have something square to measure from, you can't make the chassis square. So this ain't gonna work. I'm trying real hard, but I'm a little off. I'm a good bit off. And that just won't work. Not when you're building a frame. I'll be back at it tomorrow. Thanks for watching. See you later.